Hey you guys, it's your girl Nessa. Welcome back to another video. And for today, I have for you guys this beautiful, soft, glam makeup look with a bright under eye. If you want to see this makeup tutorial, just keep on watching. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So I'm doing something a little different today. So I'm going in with a face oil from Milani, and I'm going in with the e.l.f. matte oil control lotion before doing her foundation. I'm not going to go in with a primer really. I mean, the oil is kind of like my primer, and I'm going to buff this into the skin. The reason why I'm going in with the oil today is because I feel like with oils the skin has to be hydrated. It's also good to, like, make sure your skin is hydrated before applying any makeup on. So that's why I want to go in with the face oil instead of like an actual primer. And I realized that my makeup actually lasts a little longer when I use face oils, which is kind of weird, but it works for me honestly. And then I'm going to go in with the NARS Radiant Foundation, and I'm going to blend this out with the Beauty Blender. Now I'm going in with my favorite concealer from NARS, and I'm going to apply this into the inner part of her eye and the outer part. I seen a TikTok where someone did this, and I love the way it looks instead of doing like a triangle, like the trend that everybody's been doing for years. This actually works very, very well. So I definitely recommend for you guys to definitely try this out, and you're definitely going to be using less concealer when you do this. And definitely check out these beauty blenders from Beauty Cave. I will have a list below, and definitely use my code MUANESSA. So to just brighten up the under eye a little bit more, I'm going to go in with the Tarte concealer. You guys know this is also one of my favorites. So this one's a lot lighter than her skin tone. I do let it sit on the face a little longer. When you let the concealer dry a little bit more, it does make it more full coverage. So definitely try that trend out as well too. I'm going to go in with my Morphe pencil, and I'm just going to be filling in the tail of her brows. As you can see, she already has really nice thick eyebrows. So I'm just going to make them a little longer, but I really don't touch too much of the front part of the brow. Instead of the Beauty Blender, I'm going to go in with my Real Technique setting brush, and I'm going to be blending out the concealer with that, and then I will go in with the beauty sponge. Personally, I like this technique a lot just because I feel like it blends enough of the concealer out without it taking off too much concealer. So I do like to go in with a brush whenever I go in with a lighter concealer instead of a beauty blender. And then I'll lightly just go in with the beauty sponge just to kind of tap everything out so everything looks very blended, because, we don't want to see any lines. We don't want to see where we place the concealer. We want everything to melt together. Then I'm going to go in with my favorite translucent powder from Laura Mercier. And I'm going to be pressing this into her skin. This is a really good powder if you want a very bright under eye. And the bright under eye is definitely a good thing. So I do recommend this powder. This powder works for a lot of skin tones. The only thing is you do have to set this powder with another powder, which is like, a face powder. And then I'm going to go in and conceal her eyebrows. I do have a tutorial on how I do eyebrows, which I will have linked below. So definitely check that out. way I do brows. Like, it's just so soothing to watch me do eyebrows. I don't know about y'all. If you do agree, definitely give this video a like if you agree with me. And then I'm just going to back in with the NC50 Studio Fix powder, and I'm just going to be setting the rest of her face, like meaning her forehead. For my client to have more of a brighter under eye, I'm going to go in with a lighter powder. This is NC40, and I'm going to be using my beauty sponge, picking up the powder, and then pressing this underneath her eyes. This is going to give a very bright, smooth under eye. And then I'm going to go in with some bronzer. I'm using, of course, the Morphe Glam bronzers. And I'm going to be bronzing her face. I'm not really going to be contouring. I feel like contouring isn't really as popular now. I mean, it is, but it isn't. I feel like a lot of makeup artists been liking very smooth bronze look. So that's what I kind of want to do today. I definitely love this look. And I'm just going to be blending the bronzer into her cheekbones. Really just like swirling it like it's almost a blush. I ain't gonna lie, I did end up going with a darker bronzer a little later in the video because I wanted to just give her more of a darker, more bronze look instead of like a sun-kissed look. I do highly recommend this step. When you are bronzing, definitely have your beauty blender with you just to smooth out anything so it doesn't look so dark. So now I'm just contouring her nose. I'm using the same exact bronzer, and I'm just contouring the sides of her nose very lightly. Personally, I like powders over creams. I feel like powders just look a little bit more natural. So this is right here where I actually went in with a darker bronzer. And this is the darker bronzer from Morphe. I believe it's called Leader. And I just really just applied it more on her cheekbones just to kind of give it more of a darker bronze look instead of it being very light. So now I'm going in with my favorite blush from Milani, and I'm just going to basically do big circular motions on her cheekbones, lightly dust it on because I want it to be more of like a sun-kissed look with a little bit of like, a hint of blush poking through. As you guys can see, my sis is feeling herself, period. So now I'm going in with this palette. With this palette, I have like a love and hate relationship with this palette. I like it, but at the same time I don't. There's some colors that just doesn't work well. There's colors that there's a lot of fallout. It doesn't show up true to color on the skin. But I do like those two colors that I did use because it just looks really natural, very soft. I was going for something more natural, kind of like within kind of like sexy look or whatever for this makeup look. So yeah, I just go in and just blend it in circular motions. I do use more of the darker shade and putting that more in the crease area. So now I'm going in with that champagne kind of pink color. So this color is beautiful when you use your fingers, but I didn't want to use my fingers because I have nails on, so I used more of a fluffy brush. This eyeshadow color is beautiful, but it's so much fallout, like so much. So you have to be very careful when you apply this eyeshadow on the lid. So now I'm going in with that brown taupey shade, and I'm going to be blending this underneath her eyes. I'm not going to go with any eyeliner. I feel like I've been liking the look without eyeliner. I feel like eyeliner on the waterline just makes everything look way more dramatic than what it's supposed to be. So I just went in with that brown shade. And then I go in with a little bit of highlighter just to kind of highlight the inner tear ducts over her eye. I like this technique a lot. It just opens up the eyes a lot. So this technique is a bomb. So I am using the Duo Lash Glue, the green one. And I'm going to be putting this in her eyebrows to make her eyebrows kind of stick up and make it look more like, you guys know that laminated brow look? I love this technique. Try it at home. You're going to love it. So definitely let me know. Let me know if you do this already. If you haven't, it works. It looks so good. So now I'm going in with like that purpley brown shade, and I'm going to be using this as an eyeliner, but it's going to be like a, eyeshadow liner. I really been liking this a lot too. I feel like it just gives the eyes more of like a sultry kind of like cat eye look without the actual black wing liner. I really like doing this on my clients that have lash extensions too. I feel like, with liquid liner, it is going to be a little harder for your clients, to take off the liner. So definitely try out like the brown eyeshadow. You can even do black, but I was going for something more soft, more earth tones. So that's why I did go in with this brown shade. So there's people that always ask me, like, do you prefer your clients to have lashes extensions on or off? I don't have a preference. It all depends on my client if they don't mind their eyelashes getting makeup on it. But it is a little harder to do clients with eyelash extensions, especially when you have to apply lashes on. And when you do eyeshadow, the eyeshadow always gives me the lash extensions. The way to take it off is just use a makeup wipe. So I do go in with lashes with her, and I'm using one of my favorite brands from the Beauty Supply store, y'all. So as you can see, I did go in with a little bit more bronzer. I don't know. I like bronzer, and I just felt like it wasn't enough. So I went a little crazy. So I found me a new favorite, a lip liner. So this is from ColourPop, and this is the BFF3. Oh my gosh. When I tell you guys, this lip liner is so good. And it's like the perfect brown. Like, it's like not too red brown, but it's not too much of like a grayish brown. It's like perfect. So if you don't have this liner, go get it so you can achieve that, brown lip liner with the nude in the middle. I'm going in with this liquid lipstick, which I got from the Beauty Supply store. And I'm going in with this lip gloss that I also got from the Beauty Supply store. And I'm just going to apply this in the center of her lips. I didn't want to do nothing too light. I felt like the lip gloss was very, very pigmented. So I wanted to do more of like a softer, more skin-like liquid lipstick and then put the gloss on top. So I do show you guys that I am putting lashes on top of her lash extensions. Please don't cuss me out, lash techs. But I put the lash on her skin, not her lashes. So yes, this is the completed look. What do you guys think? I hope you guys enjoyed watching this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys learned something new today. Definitely comment below what you guys think about my new kind of like technique of how to do makeup. And like I said earlier, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you.